Hello, fish people. Kenny with Danica Aquatics coming to you from our fish room. I did the other video this evening on my dragon bloods and my firefish and whatnot, and the Kyoga Flamebacks. Wanted to show you some of my fry tanks for them. Like I said, my fish are to the most part pretty spoiled. We feed them a very variety diet at this age. These fry, they're actually past the fry stage now, but anyway, I feed them a pretty good variety. Spirillum, we do brine shrimp, then a real good high quality flake, and then some bug bite pellets. As you can see, these guys are starting to get a little color already, which I'm excited about. I really am trying to enhance the red color on them, and they are starting to, some of these guys still got that yellow though. Anyway, just pull the best ones and I sell the rest. I do a lot of business with a lot of local pet stores. So if you like these kind of things, they'll be most likely at the wet spot here soon, or some of the other places in town. I try to then we also, from our last Portland Aquarium Society meeting, I picked up, I haven't seen them yet, we picked up some of these Salvinis, really cool, super rare ones. Rusty gave a heck of a presentation for us. Yeah, there's one right there, this little guy with the stripes. Just happened to be the same size as my Firefish, so I figured they'd go in well here. These guys are curious too. I guess all I had to do is put the camera up here. But I really, really like them. We can't wait for them to grow out. The males will turn a bright yellow with some reds in them and real nice stripage. And the females in this particular species, I guess, are more of a like pale bluish gray. So I'm not real familiar. I don't think I've kept this particular strain of Salvini, so and my wife likes snails, as you can see. They do help keep any excess food and waste from these Africans at bay to the most part. I can't keep them in the bigger African tanks. They tend to eat them. But these little guys are healthy. We like to use smaller plants and then guppy grass, hornwort, just something to keep the nitrates down. And we always try to have some lace rock or something of that nature for the Africans. They like a little bit of rock, always makes them happy. And I'll move over to the next tank. This one was a 20 gallon long. Then I have over here the same thing. And in here, we have the little Kyoga Flamebacks. These are Lake Victorian African cichlid. These are the ones like the male I showed you in my, if you haven't seen my 75 gallon breeder tank video. These are the Kyogas, and like I said, the males, when they are flaring, I don't think there's a prettier fish on the planet. They are really something. If you're trying to get some of these, like I said, your best bet in town as of right now for Victorians or anything of that nature, by far, is the wet spot. They keep a very large selection of African cichlids, and like I said, I know the owner. He does a great job with what he brings into the store. I mean, his fish have endured lots and lots of quarantine time. So I mean, I've been dealing with the guy for, gosh, probably 10 plus years, and I've never ever had a problem. He's got a gentleman down there by the name of Cameron, very knowledgeable, always very helpful if you're looking for a particular species. If they don't have it, they can figure out a way to get it for you. They're real good that way. But these guys here, I mean, one thing about the Africans, these early stages, like I said, you want to make sure you give them a good variety of food. I try to mix it up, I mean, in waves of 4. I mean, it's brine, flake, pellet, flake, spirulina, and just keeps one, helps with the color, 2, just keeps them healthy, nice fat little bellies. And I like to give them small dosages of food. With the little guys, when they're first born, at least 3 times a day, just small portions. Just get them something to, they have a lot of energy at this age, and it just keeps them full. They really, really like this hornwort. Now just notice, I don't know who took, I had some nice lace rock in this tank. My wife must have scoundreled it for the shrimp tank or something. I don't know what the heck she did, but I'll have to find out and get them a rock or 2 in here. But here in about another week, these guys and the ones in the tank next to it, I'll combine them all and put them in a 55 grow out. Give them space to have some fun. And like I said, it's one thing that's nice. I mean, yeah, comes time when I have to move them to the pet store or whatever, but you tend to miss them. They become your pets. I mean, they're your babies. But if you kept all your babies, you would never have a house large enough to keep up with all the tanks you would need. I'll try to get up a little closer for you guys. These guys are, some of them I saw a couple that look like they might be trying to color up a little bit already. I've been pretty fortunate. I mean, most of my brews almost come out almost a 50-50 split for male female. Occasionally I might get it like a 60-40, but always try to keep the prettiest of each brew in case I lose one of my guys. But like I said, these are our 2 little grow out tanks that we have for a couple of the ladies that just recently spit. And we got a few more. That's the reason I have to condense these guys here pretty quick. I think we got 3 or 4 or 5 holding again. So anyway, guys, this is what I got going on with my babies. Love your fish, and y'all have a good night. Kenny Edwards from Danica Aquatics. Check it out.